Well, here we have a classic blitzing or non-blitzing conundrum situation. Red has rolled a 2-1, and he could make his 5-point, he could make his bar point, or he can hit. What play would you make here? Well, I've already got the answer rolled out, so let me bring it up and show you the answer all rolled out. It's right to hit, and it's right by quite a bit. It's about a 6% error to make the 5-point, which would be the next best play next to hitting. And the best play is to hit and bring 11 to 10, so you have another direct cover for the 3-point. Or if he comes in hitting on the 3-point, you can come back in and hit with the 6. So that's by far the best play. Now I've got to give credit to Matt Cohn, Geyer, and Perry Gardner. The three of us started writing a book. We had big ambitions one day. Then we decided we'd write a book, and we finished pretty much the chapter on blitzing. And one of the things that we did was come up with some very good rules of thumb and references on blitzing. In this situation, one of the reasons it's right to blitz and to play a hitting game, which is a blitzing game, which is a form of a hitting game, instead of a priming game, which is the game plan you would make if you hit the point, is the number of checkers you have in the zone. The zone is the number of checkers you have in play in these two quadrants, in the first two quadrants. And here, if you count, you'll see there's 10 checkers in the zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 checkers in the zone. And with 10 checkers in the zone, generally, depending on the role and the situation and the score and the cube and where your where the checkers are, but generally 10 checkers is the minimum number you need to really strongly think about blitzing. And that's why it's right to blitz here. Let's take a checker out of the zone. With 9 checkers in the zone, you would make the 5-point now. You wouldn't hit. Let's put this checker back into the zone and take this checker out of the zone. Now it's close because of the coverage and everything else, but again, you don't have enough checkers in the zone to be blitzing. You make the point. It's very close here because of where this checker is. Now put this checker here and you'll see, even again with this cover and a direct cover here, you would still make the point rather than blitz. So one of the major criteria is the checkers in the zone. Why is that a major criteria? You're not a blitz. The goal of the blitz is to close out your opponent, to close out your inner board. And if you don't have enough checkers, enough of your army in place to complete the blitz, like Hitler had all of his Luftwaffe and all of his troops and his tanks ready to blitz, all ready to attack on one front. And that's why it was able to be successful. You need the same thing when you're blitzing and backgammon. That's why they call it a blitz. If you start splitting your forces, and by the way, that's another good illustration. When you hit with the 2 here, some people start thinking about splitting and moving back here. That's what Hitler did wrong in World War II. He started attacking on the Eastern Front and the Western Front. He attacked Russia, and that was one of the things that weakened his attack by having to split his forces into 2 fronts. If you do commit to a blitz, your checkers generally need to be played down here. You need to bring builders down, do as much work as you can to bring builders down into the zone. Let's say that you rolled a 5-2 here. Well, 5 you wouldn't be able to move. Let's say, well, a 3-2 you'd point. Okay, let's do a 3-2 now. You're going to be blitzing, you're going to hit, but look where the other checker comes from. It's bringing another checker into the zone, doing all of your battle on this side. You wouldn't dream of splitting these back checkers. Surprisingly, it's not that big an error, but tactically it's a huge error. I hope this gives you some insight into blitzing, and thank you for watching. Phil Simborg for the USBGF, and I will see you all hopefully on the 4th of July in Novi, Michigan. Bye-bye.